Hello, I'm Mrs. Gray and I'm just going to give you a short introduction on Jolly Phonics and how we teach reading and writing at Stanford Infant School. So when children first learn to read, they need to learn the letter sounds. Jolly Phonics is a fun and child-centred approach to teaching literacy through synthetic phonics. There's actions and songs for each of the 43 sounds, and this is done in a multisensory method and is engaging and motivating. We use the Jolly Phonics storybook to go through the sounds and teach the actions with them. So when we learn to read and write, we only retain 10% of what we read and 20% of what we hear, 30% of what we see, 50% of what we hear and see, 70% of what we say, and 90% if we say it and do it. So as you can see, it's really important that the children say and do and hear and see, and we combine it all together in a multisensory way. So right from the beginning, we use the correct terminology. So you may hear your children coming home using terms such as phoneme, and phoneme is the sound a letter makes, or grapheme, which is the letter or the sequence of letters in a word. So we convert the grapheme, the letter, to the phoneme, the sound, when we're reading aloud, and then we convert the phoneme into the grapheme when we are spelling. So in Jolly Phonics, the main sounds of English are taught. It's not just the alphabet. The sounds are in 7 groups. We don't teach them in alphabetical order. Some sounds are written with 2 letters, such as E or, and these are called digraphs. The graphemes oo and th can each make 2 different sounds, as in book and moon. So it's and oo, and that and 3, and it's a th and a longer th sound. So this is the order that we teach the letters in. As you can see, there's some 2-letter sounds and they're called digraphs, and later on the children will learn some 3-letter sounds and they're called trigraphs. The reason we don't teach them alphabetically is so that the children can very quickly learn to blend the words, the sounds together to make words. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go through the letters, the graphemes, and tell you the sounds, the phonemes. So, A, O, I, E, and then O, so it's E, O, Z, wha, wha, ng, and then we've got ooh, 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 yeah, yeah, yeah. Ks. Ch, ch, ch. Sh. And we've got and qua, 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 qua. Ow, ow, oi, you, ah, ow, and I. So there are 5 skills taught through Jolly Phonics. It's the learning of the letter sounds, the phoneme, learning the letter formation, and we use the multisensory methods to do this. The children learn how to form and write the letters. Blending, the children are taught how to blend the letters, the sounds together to read new words. So that's why we teach them in that order, so the children can quickly have letters that they can blend together. So as you can see, we've got a s and an a and a t at the beginning, so they might be able to do sat, sat, and there's a p and an I and an n taught very quickly, so it might be p, I, n, but then we can jumble the letters around and make some other 2 and 3 letter words. Identifying the sounds in words, so they're segmenting, and we talk about really stretching words so they can hear sounds in words, and learning tricky words. So we teach the children that, unfortunately, in the English language, there are some words that we just have to learn. And this is a list of the tricky words, we call them icky tricky words, that we learn in reception. And we do teach the spelling of those. And the children learn it, and we repeat it again and again and again. So we want the children to really love reading and writing. So it's really important that we recognise that phonics is only one way and one aspect of learning to read and write. And we want to provide the children with a wide range of experiences that will help them develop a love of reading and books and writing and all different aspects of literacy. And we design our curriculum around that. So your role is obviously very, very important, and parental support will mean that your child can practice and consolidate their learning at home. What we will be doing later in the week, we'll be sending home the sheets that detail the different sounds and have a picture of the actions and a little explanation. So you can practice the letters and the sounds with the children. They're also in the order that we teach them. So if you know that, for instance, we're doing I, then the next day we will be doing P. We do 4 letters a week. And on the Friday, we do blending and consolidation of what we've taught in the week. Your children will benefit from plenty of praise and encouragement whilst they're learning. And you should be guided by their pace. And how fast they want to go. If interest is being lost, then leave the teaching for a while and come back to it. We all know that they get very tired, so just before bedtime might be not the best time, on a Friday might not be the best time, so pick and choose when's a good time for your child. Not all children find it easy to learn to blend and segment, and it's important to remember that it's simply because they find it just a little bit harder to memorize symbols and words. And once we've gone through, we go through all the letter sounds very, very quickly, and then we go back and revisit again and again, so the children can consolidate their learning. So extra practice with them will always help them on their way, and because we want them to become confident and independent readers and writers. So other short films that will be available alongside this introduction will be one about making phonics fun, and that's showing you how we teach phonics at school, and that will be with Miss Wild. And then there'll be another short film about handwriting and fine and gross motor skills, and that will be with Mrs. Milton. And finally, the teaching of reading, and that will be with Mrs. Chapman. So thank you for your time and listening, and have a great time sharing the phonics with your children. Bye.